All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and double honor to the elder and apostle of Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, salutation to the Akim pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven. It's your brother Shire, and I have an in-class subject. Today we are going to look on the ethnic group known as the Hutu, and what we call the genocide which happened to the Hutu, and the genocide which happened to the Tusti. What happened in between. And another thing you need to know is the Hutu are Israelite. See, and I didn't mention a specific country where they come from, because they are in many countries. Here in front of you we have a map, and this map is kind of there are so many things in this map. You don't see the boundary very clearly, but here this is Tanzania, this is Rwanda, this is Burundi, this is Democratic Republic of Congo, this is what we call Congo Brazzaville, and then in front here you have Gabon. So the Hutu are in Rwanda, Burundi, some are in northwest of Tanzania, and eastern part of Congo. So they are in like 1, 2, 3, 4, and also they are in Uganda, the south west of Uganda. So the Hutu are in almost 5 countries, you see. And before the white men came to Africa, before they did what we call scramble for and the partition of Africa, scramble for and the partition of Africa, it was an act where the European nation came together and they partitioned Africa into a small country like Tanzania, Democratic Republic, Rwanda, Angola, and whatever. But before that, you have territories going back before the white men came to Africa, and there is a place known as the Great Lake, which is Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and the eastern part of Congo, because you have this Lake Victoria and what you call Lake Tanganyika, and this Lake Nyasa here. So this place was called the Great Lake. All of this place, man, going all the way to West Africa here, Congo Brazzaville, Democratic Republic, and all of this chunk of land here, it was colonized by the Tusti, in which I did a lesson going into the Tusti are actually Egyptian, and they are Hamite, and they set rules, man, to undermine the people in Congo and the Hutu, in which I am doing a lesson on them today. And those rules included killing them without any reason. The Hutu were not allowed to get Tusti women, because the Tusti regarded the Hutu like animals or dogs. So you can't possibly give your daughter to a dog. So from there, let's go back. Let's go back and look. There is something I want to show you. So this is a Hutu right here. So this is a Hutu. That's why I tell you the Hutu are Jack, man. is the Hutu ajeki, man. They came from West Africa to Congo, then to Rwanda and Burundi. They spread. So where does the Hutu live? They mainly live in Rwanda, Burundi, and the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. They form one of the principal ethnic group alongside the Tusti. So the Hutu live alongside the Tusti, man. And you have many people who think that the Israelites are only in West Africa. The Israelites, they learn. Let me show you a really quick map here. Really quick map. This is a red mark here in which is in Congo, comprised of Congo, Rwanda, and Burundi and Tanzania. This is where the Hutu dwell, and I have showed you that. So the Israelites learn from West Africa here, this point here, as a Negro land. See, they learn from the Negro land here all the way to here, which is central and a bit of west part. Here is west, here is central, and here is east. So you have the tribe of Judah here in Tanzania. Actually, they came direct from Cameroon. They migrated to Tanzania. And another Jake, like the Hutu, they dwell in this place. After dwelling in this place for many years, others migrated to Zimbabwe. That's why you get the Maherero. And I will do another lesson about the Maherero. You get the Maherero and the Nguni speaking people. All of this are Jake, man. So all of you simple-minded who think the Israelites are only in this part of Africa, you need to get that bullshit out of your head. Israelites are everywhere. Israelites are in Tanzania, are in Mozambique, Israelites are in Rwanda, Israelites are in Burundi, Israelites are in Uganda, Kenya, Israelites are in Zimbabwe, Angola, and South Africa. We are all over this area here. All of this area. But today I'm mainly going to focus on Israelites in this area here. Democratic Republic of Congo, Congo, Brazzaville, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi, which are known as the Hutu. This is the Hutu. You see, the people in Congo and the Hutu in Rwanda are the same people. Jake. You see? So, from that, let's go to Hutu hunted and killed. The massacre of let's open this. This is Wikipedia. The massacre of Hutu during the first Congo War. The massacre of Hutu during the first Congo War. You see, the massacre of Hutu during the first Congo War. And before this, let's first get. Let's first get a scripture before continuing. This is Jeremiah 15, starting at verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward these people. Who was this man? The Israelite man. Cast them out of my sight. Talking about the time we were cast, starting at the time we were cast from the land of Israel, as a falling away, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus says the Lord, such are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword. And we are going to see how as a Hutu, that was not a slaughter, that was a massacre. They got massacred by the Tusti. You see, I'm going to link on how the Hutu turned around and they killed the Tusti, man, because of that ancient sentiment, man. People only see the genocide of Rwanda, in which the Hutu killed the Tusti, man, but they don't go back to history and they see who started to kill who? The Tusti started to kill the Hutu. And the Hutu, when they came in power, when they elected the first president in Rwanda, they started to take revenge, man, to kill this Hamite, man. And we killed a lot of Hamite. You see, they killed us and we killed them as a revenge, man. So today we are going to watch on how we lived in hell here in Africa, man. Not only in America do the Israelites die, but also here in Africa. You see? So you bad brain who thinks that there is no Israelite here in Africa. There is a lot of Jack here in Africa, man. If you want to get mad, you can get mad. If you want to scoff, you can scoff. But a lot of southern kingdom are here in Africa, man. Bunches of them, actually they live in the bushes there in Congo. They live in the bushes there in Rwanda, in Tanzania. Jack don't live in urban area here in Africa. They live in the bushes. That's why you don't see them on TV. But there is a lot of Jack here in Africa, man. People who have salt, man. If we want, amen. And another thing, if you want, you don't believe that there is a lot of Jack in Congo, you start listening to the music and how they sing, man. And actually, I had one clip as the Congolese were singing, man. It's like any other Jack you have seen on TV, man. These people, they live there in the forest of Congo, man. They sing, man. Singing to them is culture, man. They sing, and another thing you need to know is all the music in Africa, they call them rumba, and all the Afro music is originated from the Congo. Ask anybody and he will tell you that. The Hutu in Congo, those are Jack, man. The Mahelelo, the Nguni, they have salt, man. Jack is not only in Nigeria. That's why nowadays, you see, back in the days, technology was not much advanced in the Congo and some part of Tanzania, going to Mozambique and Zimbabwe. That's why you don't see Jake on TV singing. But now you see Wizkid from Nigeria, Davido and other musicians doing collaboration with musician here in Tanzania, musician there in Congo, a musician in Kenya. You see, those are Jake, man. Many musicians here in Tanzania, they come from Congo, either during slavery or by migration. People like Diamond, if you have heard him, they do collaboration with what do you call, with Kiddy, other people, Mario. He did many collaboration, man. I am not into music, so I can't mention all the collaboration. Diamond, Alikiba, and you have Pepe Kale from Congo. You have Fally Ipupa from Congo. All of those are Jakes, man. Yeah, hey man. Jakes in Congo, they sing music, man. Yeah. So let's go back. Searcher for the sword to the sword, and a searcher for the famine to the famine, and a searcher for the captivity to the captivity. So the Lord divided the portions, man. You got people who complain when we were in the boats, nobody helped us. Nobody helped you. Everybody was fleeing for his life, man. What you don't understand is when the white man came in Africa, he came with guns. Why do we have arrows, man? So actually we put up a fight for a little bit. Then when we saw that we can't prevail, Jake started to run in forest, man. So stop with your bullshit that Jack here in Africa, he didn't help you who went to cargo slave ship. So let's repeat Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus says the Lord, such are for death to death. You see, when the white man came in Africa, he put a lot of Jack to death, as that was their portion. Such are for the sword to the sword, he killed a lot. And such as for famine, like Jack in the Congo, he died of famine, man, swords, man. And others were taken to captive, and the such as are for the captivity to the captivity. So you need to stop with your complaint, man. And we are fed up with your complaint that we didn't help you, we are not in the position to help anybody. Everybody was lining for his life, man. You see? So let's go to the massacre of the Hutu during the first Congo War. Massacre of the Hutu. The massacre of the Hutu during the first Congo War refers to the mass killing of Rwandan, Congolese, and the Burundian Hutu men, women and children in village and the refugee camp, man. So this Tusti, they hunted us down in camps, man. You know, those refugee camp you see on TV. All of those refugee camp you see on TV in Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, and in Tanzania, those are Jack, man. Those are your brother. Those are your bloodline, man. The children of Israel, man, living in camps, man. In refugee camp, man. Dying from Ebola, dying from HIV/AIDS. And Lord willing, I will do another lesson on HIV/AIDS and how it is killing Jack here in Africa, man. It is a plague, man. It is an actual plague in which Yahweh Hashem shall sent mainly to Israelites who live here in Africa. So this Tusti and this other Hamite and the white man, UN, actually I will prove another articles going into how UN kills the Israelites, the Hutu, here in Africa. They hunt them down, man, fleeing for their life. Amen. Somebody begging for his life, he's fleeing for his life, and you still hunt him down. You hunt him even to the forest, to the bushes, to kill him, man. You see, if that is not the Lord, then what is that, man? So the Lord put a spirit into this Hamite, the Tusti, and the UN troop to kill Jack here on Central, West, and East Africa, who was a Hutu, man. Massacre of Hutu during the first Congo War. Location is Zaire, Kivu. Hutu refuge. Genocide attack type, genocide massacre. So they wanted to obliterate us, man, the Hutu. And I am the descendant of the Hutu. Here on. Actually, we came from West Africa. We fled to Central, which is Republic of Congo. After that, we came to Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. I have my relative in Rwanda. I have my other relative in Burundi. So we are the same people. There is a bunches of Jack here in Africa. If you don't want to believe it, then that's on you. There's tens of thousands. You see, tens of thousands. Let's go background. Let me read background. October 1996, during the first Congo War, troop of the Rwanda backed the alliance. There's Force Democratique pour that is in FDL, AFDL. That is in French. I don't know French, so you can read that on your own. Attacked the refugee camp in Eastern DRC, home from 500,000 to 700,000 Hutu refugees in South Kivu and North Kivu repeatedly. You see, they attacked them repeatedly. You see, let's continue. As the survivor fled westward of the Congo DRC, and the FDL unit hunted them down, attacked them, market shift camp, killing thousands more. So we used to live in refugee camps, man. Refugee camps, different camps, man. Uh, uh, Being hit with famine, we don't have enough food. We have to beg from UN. And what they decided to do is they decided to kill us all, man. And another reason is where the Hutu dwells, there is a lot of gold there, man. And that is the only reason King Leopold II wanted to kill all the Jakes in the Congo so that he can occupy that area, man. Because in the Kivu there in Congo, even if you are walking around, you can meet with some gold, man. Gold on the top of the ground. So that area in the Congo, there is a lot of gold there, man. You see? So persecution and the crackdown. According to Roberto, UN special reporter on the situation of human rights in Congo, the tactic of laying siege to camp before attacking them. So they laid siege on us, man. They laid they laid this. Even I am laughing. I am laughing. Why? Because we are not rich. We used to live in refugee camp. They hunted us down even in those refugee camp to kill all of us, man. That is hatred, man. So they laid siege, man. So let's go and the article tells you they laid siege on our camp, man. Going back to Deuteronomy 28 and 52, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, man. Mainly going back during the siege of Jerusalem, man. But this continued even when we fled to Africa, man. The Hamite used to lay siege on us, man. That's why you read from the Hutu genocide. Until thy high and fenced wall come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land which the Lord the God have given thee. The land, that land there in the Congo, that land was unoccupied, and Jake went there and started a settlement. These Tusti Hamites, they came later. They found Jake living there in the central and the western part of Africa. After that, they came with their bullshit, man. They overcome the Jake and they started to kill Jake left and right. And now what is going on in the Congo, there is some killing going on there, man. The Tusti, which are Hamite, the Egyptian, together with the UN troop, are killing Jake there in the Congo. So not only Jake is being killed in America, Jake is being killed in Central and the Congos, man. And West Africa, which is Ghana and Nigeria. Actually, in West Africa, there you have this Islam label group. They are killing Jake left and right. Actually, a whole school was disappeared out of nowhere. A whole school of girls, man, disappeared out of nowhere. Man. If that is not hatred towards the children of Israel, then what is that, man? Jake in South Africa is catching hell. So it is a stupid thing to think that there is no Israelite in Africa. There are a lot of Israelites in Africa. If you don't like that, commit suicide. Verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body and the flesh of thy son and of thy daughter. And this happened during the Congo, man. In the Congo, man. You have this warlock who used to eat human flesh. And this act here is going on even today. You have some Congolese Jake who eat human meat. Jake turned into a monster, man. Why? Because we are living under the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Jake in the Congo, he eat human flesh. And in Central Africa, when you go to ancient map in Central Africa, you have that place called man's eater. That was Jake, man. Back in the day, he used to eat human flesh, man. You see, during the time of distress, Jake used to eat human flesh, man. And that go back into scriptures, man, all the way back to the kings. When that woman complained about that another woman who we ate first her children, and he didn't want her children to be ate, man. See, that happened in history. When we tell Jake, these are Israelites, these people in the Congo are Israelites, people start to freak out. Why? Because in the Congo you have people who eat human meat. Really, they eat human meat. Why? Because going back to history, the hell we used to catch, Jake developed the habit to eat human meat. You see? You see? And of thy daughter, which is the Lord thy God, have given thee in the siege, and in the straitness where with thy enemy shall distress thee. So, going back to the siege, man, going back to the siege of the Hutu. The Tusti laid a siege on Yaz, man. They laid a siege on Yaz. Persecution in the background. Laying siege to camp before attacking them, summoning the inhabitant, predominantly Hutu, town meeting in school or church. So they lied to them, we want to provide you with schools, come to church, so that you can worship Caesar Borgia, and they killed them, man, so as to massacre them. So these Hamite are devils, man, and this UN humanitarian crisis who come to help the Congolese or the Hutu. Issuing appealing over the official radio station, arguing all of those hiding the because Jake, when Jake is in strait, he used to run to the forest. The same thing happened in West Africa. When Jake was being captured to be shipped to the Americas, the other Jake ran to the forest, and among those forests is the forest of the Congo. The white man saw that was not enough. He came to the Congo. The Belgium came to the Congo to colonize the Congo in the forest down there, man. So Jake have a habit in running to the forest, man. So this Tusti and the UN troops, they used radio announcement. They announced, we want to provide food for you, we want to provide schools for you, so come out of the forest. And when they come, we want to provide medical care and food and whatever. They murdered them here, so as to murder them and hampering or opposing humanitarian operations in the camp. See, women and children alongside the adults were killed indiscriminately, sometimes in particular cruelly well, with a blow from the hatchet or with their head smashed against the wall or tree trunk. Others were reportedly burned alive in their homes along with their family. If these are not Israelites, then who is an Israelite in Africa? That's the question. See, humanitarian assistant withheld and used as a bait. You see, on a number of occasions, attacking force made it impossible to get humanitarian aid to starving, exhausted, and sick refugees. Who is that, man? Jake, man. Either by blocking access to them or by relocating them out of the reach of assistance, thus depriving them of resources essential to their survival. Humanitarian aid agencies have been used repeatedly by the military to either locate refugees or to lure them. So, you see, all of these nations, they hate us, man. They pretend as they are going to provide humanitarian aid, but they kill us, man. So my point was to prove, we can go on to prove the Hutu are Jake, man. If this didn't hit the spot, then I don't know what evidence do you want to make you believe the Hutu are Israelites. And my point is not only in West Africa, which is Nigeria and Ghana, and Cameroon, and Liberia, and Mali, and Sierra Leone. Those are not only places which the Israelites are. The Israelites are in Democratic Republic of Congo, the biggest country on Africa, Democratic Republic of Congo. That country is filled with a lot of jack, and millions of jack. And the western part of Tanzania, the part which the border is with the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is a lot of jack. And I can mention a specific tribe. What you call the Ha. The Ha are the same people with the Hutu. The Ha in Kigoma. And you have the Hutu, the Ha in Kigoma, the Mahelelo in Zimbabwe. Those are jack. There is a lot of millions of jack here on Africa. You have the Nyamwezi in Tanzania and the Skuma. Those people came directly from Cameroon. You see? So the Nyamwezi are from the tribe of Judah. So you have the tribe of Judah living in Tanzania. You see? The Skuma. And when you go and watch carefully for that tribe of Nyamwezi here in Tanzania, or the Skuma, the Hamite hate them to the bone, man. Even in social media, whatever, in school, we don't even say we are Skuma, man. We don't dare to say that. We don't dare to say we are Hutu. We don't dare to say we are Congolese. We don't dare to say we are Skuma Nyamwezi because of the discrimination. And you have a nigger somewhere in America saying that there is no Israelite in Africa. You are stupid. And we are providing. I will continue to do lesson about this. If you want, you can commit suicide, man. If you don't want the fact to come out. And the Lord is going to gather the nation of Israel, man. Mainly from Africa. See? Because post-destruction, you will have jack still in Africa. Post-World War III. Not all jack are going to die. I have many brothers and I myself did a lesson about the wilderness. If you haven't watched the wilderness, I recommend you to watch that, man. Because the elect will be gathering the Israelites from the four winds of the heaven. Those who remained after World War III. And you will have a lot of jack in Africa, man. If I am among the elect, we will gather jack in Africa, a lot of them, man, back to the land of Israel. When we establish our kingdom. Many of them will come from the Congo, from Zimbabwe, from South Africa, from West Africa. If you don't want that, to accept that, then you commit suicide. Or drink that poison. Evidence concealed about the massacre of refugees. First of all, we are refugees. And we are still being killed. Do you know what a refugee is? You live in a camp, a tent. A lot of them, a single tent, you live. Men, no food, no medication, no electricity, no water. And at the same time, the Hamite want to kill you. They want to massacre you. Not they are massacring you, killing you. HIV/AIDS is killing you. The Lord is a badass dude, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is a cruel God, man. You see how he smite Jack, man. Those are for the sword, those are for the captivity, So stop complaining, man up and do the work, man, without any emotion. Massacre of the Hutu of all nationality. Many Burundian Hutu refugees living in South Kivu shared the fate of the Rwandan and the Congolese companion. So the Hutu are in Rwanda, the Hutu are in Congo, the Hutu are in
Burundi, the Hutu are also in Tanzania. Let's continue. Many were killed when their camp were attacked while fleeing to the west, which is the Rwandanian. Who was the Rwandanian who attacked the Hutu? The Tusti, the Egyptian, is the Hamite. And actually, I have a hatred toward the Tusti, man. I can't wait to when the kingdom come. And first of all, their women are beautiful. I'm going to take their women. I'm going to kill them with the sword. And that I say that without blinking an eye. The Tusti here in Africa, our biggest enemy, they killed a lot of Jeki. I am going to kill them. I am going to take their women. I am going to make them regret to exist or to be Hamite. You see? Attacked their camp while fleeing to the west with the Rwandanian. Other drawn where they attempted to cross Lake Tanganyika. They crossed Lake Tanganyika to Tanzania. That's where you get the Ha tribe. The Ha tribe was the same with the Hutu. So here in Tanzania, you have a lot of Jeki, man. If you didn't know, you have a lot of Jeki here, the Ha tribe, the Hangaza tribe, which they are the same people with the Rwandans, the Congolese. You have the Fipa tribe, and they are heavy in witchcraft. And another thing, another point I want to make is this are Levite, man. Many of these Hutu are Levite. How do I know that? Because of the instrument of cruelty, voodoo and stuff, man. If you didn't know, Congolese is the first country for voodoo and the witchcraft. That is Levi, man. Levi. Those are Banloya. And that's how I know I am from the tribe of Levi, if you didn't know. Yashaya, Banloya, Ban Yashalala. You see? So, let's continue to live in search of safety, but others were massacred by the Burundian army when they were forcibly repatriated to Burundi, especially at the Tumba border post by elsewhere Ruzizi River. Hutu of Congolese nationality were also selected and targeted. You see? An example in the set of October 1996 killing of 350 Hutu Congolese by AFDL. And this AFDL, this are Tusti, man. So, from here, somebody may come and say, but the Hutu killed the Tusti, man. We turned around and took revenge on this Hamite, man. Actually, we didn't kill them. We didn't have the power to kill them like how they killed us. We just killed a few of them, man. And that is being promoted in everywhere. Everywhere, if you Google, what they bring you is the Hutu killed the Tusi, man. The Hutu killed the Tusi. The Hutu killed the Tusi. They don't bring the first thing the Tusi did to the Hutu, which made the Hutu take up arm and responded back, man. The Tusti killed first the Hutu in a cruel way, man, and a lot of them in which you can't even find in Google. You can find handwritten on Google, man. And after that, when the Rwandese had their first Hutu, which was a Jeki, the Hutu took revenge on the Tutsi, the Hamite Tutsi, man. And now what is going on in the Congo is the same thing which happened back in the day. So this, I say shalom, on to the next.